Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Void. I'm your host Oliver, and today I had this idea for this video. Today we're going to take a nice little walk in the woods, bright and early. It's going to be about 8 a.m. Very crunchy. Get the good pine cone crunch. But yeah, obviously this is not normally what this channel is about. This is still a gaming channel. You gamer enthusiasts, don't get your panties in a bunch about it. Oh dear. Tree fell over. It had not last time I took this walk. But I don't know, I had this idea because one thing I find myself drawn to in YouTube is, I guess, like, just life experiences that I don't necessarily have access to. I feel like that's a thing on the internet in general. A lot of content is there so that you can, like, live vicariously through it, if that makes sense. Which, not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, all things in moderation, but I think it's really cool to be able to watch, I don't know, POV skating down a mountain in Norway, or sailing down the coast of California, or, I don't know, driving a race car. Any number of things. These are experiences that not a lot of people have access to, and so it's cool to make content on them. Already getting a little lost. It's been a nasty couple of storms recently, and the landscape down here is a little bit different than I'm used to because all the fallen trees. What was I saying? Oh yes, it's cool to make content about those things, I think, because then you can, then other people can experience kind of what it's like, right? So, I thought, well, my situation is not incredibly unique, but there are still some people who don't have access to, a lovely, nice winter forest bright and early in the morning. I thought it might be kind of nice to just take a walk through it. I really like being outside. I don't do it very often, so part of this is also just for my mental health. But I also thought it would make a nice video. I like being outside. I like crunching the pine cones. And I especially like being outside when the sun is low in the sky, whether that's early in the day or late in the afternoon. It's always very pretty, those golden hours. It's quite brisk out here, I gotta say. I mean, I live in a slightly colder part of the world anyway, but it's been warm the last few days. Very sunny. I mean, it's still sunny today. Kind of see through all the trees. Very beautiful blue sky. But yeah, it's been sunny the last couple of days, and it's been warming up. But then, like, this past week, it snowed twice, randomly, which was kind of cool. It was very nice snow. It was very aesthetic. But it was also a little unexpected. We all thought that winter was pretty much over. March was going out like a lamb, as it is wont to do. Here we come to what's not actually the property line. My property line is way back there somewhere, but like we all on my street kind of share the woods. But kind of the line that I don't go past myself, because beyond there is, I think it just kind of like keeps going until it hits a highway. But yeah, we have this nice little brook back here. It's very pretty, very aesthetic. It's a little, obviously, a little messed, a little damaged. All the falling debris, rooted trees. A lot of this is not from the recent storms. It's from old ice storms and stuff that happened in the past. This right here used to be a, those trees used to, you know, connect this little bridge of roots. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a goose. Jesus. I sound like a child. Yeah, these trees used to create a little bridge of roots that went all the way across there. I used to enjoy sitting on it when I was a wee lad. I think these used to as well. I can't remember. I don't know if they went all the way across, but yes, all of this used to be a lot more intact. Now it's falling apart. Big limb over my head. It's very aesthetic, I will say. Well, I say aesthetic. It's more like it's very interesting. It makes for very interesting terrain. God, the sun is in my eyes, in the camera's eyes. But it is, I don't know, it's a little sad to see, like, parts of the forest that you thought could never change. But change is a constant part of life and all that. We are philosophers here in the void at the end of the day, after all. Ah, well. Oh. I was kind of planning on going a little bit farther that way, showing you my favorite little spot, but I don't know. I'm really cold. I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm all bundled, but tips of my fingers are still quite chilly. So I think I'll just leave you with a nice last little view of the brook and its environs from atop this rock. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this. Kind of just a random idea I had, because I really like taking walks, and you know, some of you might be city folk, or might be, you know, living in suburbia but not quite boonies suburbia like I am. You know, I'm kind of halfway between the suburbs and rural America, so I have access to big stretches of woods like this, and I'm sure it's not completely uncommon. It's might not everyone may have access to something like this, so I just thought it'd be nice. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, if you're feeling kind, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me, like, genuinely, I know it's the YouTuber thing to say and all that, but like, genuinely leave me a comment if you like this, and if you want me to do this again and go a little deeper, take a longer walk. And but yeah, have a lovely rest of your day as always. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.